Alright, so we all know that one guy that's plotting to pull it in mass, okay? And he's plotting to do this by getting a car, speakers, or even being nice. This video's for him. They're gonna be ranking the funniest and the most delusional lies that guys believe about girls. From harmless decisions to beliefs that, guarantee that you're gonna end up lonely in a cabin in Kansas. And if you see yourselves in one of these, that's good, because that means you can actually change it, and I'll be glad that I was able to help at least one person. First of all, starting off with C tier, okay? If I wait, she'll notice. This is kind of the background character mindset that maybe one day you'll get the girl, and I don't know, bro. This kind of seems like some kind of Disneyland crap. What they portray in those movies, that like the guy just sits around and kind of waits for like the girl, and he says one day I'll get the girl in this Disney movie. But we're in reality, okay? We can't afford houses. This one automatically goes at the end. Next, we have all glow up and they'll regret it. Now, there's a reason why we have the wolf right here, because honestly, this is kind of, I don't know. It's like revenge looks maxing. Like, have you guys heard of that? I don't know. It sounds like a corny term. I don't even know why we're still looks maxing. I thought that was left in 2023. It's like the whole fact that you're doing it because somebody like hurt you or whatever is kind of cringe. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we can all assume that that's kind of like common knowledge that it's kind of cringe to try to, like, I don't know, do it to get back. It's like when you break up with somebody and you're trying to make the girl jealous by talking to other girls, or the other way around. It kind of falls in that category. Like, it's kind of just lame. I don't know. You should do it for, actually, I have a reason why you should do this, but you need to stick around to the end to see that. I need to get rich first. Okay, money amplifies who you are, don't get me wrong, but if you're insecure now, being rich will just make you an insecure guy with money, bro. Women aren't really gold diggers. Actually, I lied. They are. Some of them are, or at least I gotta watch what I'm saying here. It's just kind of dangerous because guys stall their progress, okay? They wait for the perfect conditions and it just never comes. And in doing this, they kind of waste years. Because what I'm talking about is I've known people that have tried to get rich, and the way they do it is that they're like, I'm gonna be rich by 35, and it's like you're just waiting till you're 35 to get rid of that A tier, because actually money does help you a lot, but not in the ways that you think. Okay, it's more of that you have freedom. It's not that it attracts women, it's the freedom of the money that attracts the women. I don't know. X, I need to fix myself for her. Wrong. This is actually what I was talking about with the last one that I said before, the money one, that I was like, you need to stick around. Well, you sticked around long enough. Congratulations. You fix yourself for you, okay? Now, this might sound like a corny term, but let me explain, bro. When you base your worth off of somebody else's validation, dude, you're just gonna lose all of your power. You won't become a better man. I just think this belief system really sets you up for failure, and I would rather have you do literally money maxing than this one. And then next one we have, this one's pretty powerful. Once I get a girlfriend, I'll be happy. It's one of the most dangerous beliefs of all, because it sets you into like a relationship that's meant to fail. Just like I just said before, a girlfriend won't fix you. A girlfriend won't fix your mental state. If you're not good alone, you'll never be good together. And in fact, you're probably gonna be even worse together. This is just where the clown makeup goes into full color, boys. If you turn your entire life into like a performance, hoping to earn somebody's love through something you're not, end up being an actor with no Grammys. Next, we have the Sigma mindset. Let me explain. I have Hamza here for a reason. Hamza is a clear indicator of this mindset. You're probably wondering why. I think that there's this misconception that when you get a girl, you have to start acting like some type of alpha that doesn't talk that much, that's less emotionally available. Actually, that will get you more girls if you're less emotionally available. You have to do it right. They kind of preach the message that you need to be in control and you need to be some type of alpha or something like that. I'm not gonna lie, once you get into a relationship, you realize that you're not that alpha, and it will hurt a lot your first time. Example, I don't know, your girl could be more busy than you, or you can't really you try to do the thing to Rick, hey, are you going out with your girlfriends? Hey, I don't want you doing that. Like that type of stuff. That's something he would say. It's just so unrealistic, and it's like a bad relationship dynamic. That's why I think this one's also very trash. Here are the solutions, and probably not that many people have told you about this. If you're always around her, already kind of played the role of the therapist, the friend, the jokester, the jester, the background character, blah blah. If you've already done this at this point, you've kind of poisoned the well. You can't rebuild your frame from there. I'm gonna be completely honest, and you don't need better game. That's what a lot of people think, and they go through this struggle of watching a bunch of like YouTubers and stuff trying to learn game. But the problem is that they just need a new location. Every guy thinks they need to say the right thing, or get an amount of money, or I don't know, do something. But the truth is, you probably need to start somewhere to where she doesn't think she already knows you, and then that's what can actually show up as the guy that you are currently are and not has a memory, I guess you could say. Why Loki cooked with that. You also need to develop a rare ability, but let me touch on what I'm talking about right now. Poison the well is actually a term used by, I think, like, I don't know, I used to hear it back then when I was a little bit younger, but it was like a term that meant that you've already dated all the people like in your circle or in your communities, and you're kind of cooked. And I know some people that have done that. I currently kind of haven't done that. And maybe in the next like 2 months I will have done that. I'm gonna be completely honest. Always best to try out new communities once in a while, switch things up. I know a lot of people that watch my videos are young and they can't move, so that's why I'm talking about try new communities. And if you can move, that is a +1. That is a +1,000 if you can move. And the ability I'm talking about that I was just edging is that actually move on, and not in a fake way to pretending to move on, like move on and like a chapter's closed, that type of way. And top of what I just said is absolutely perfect. You will go far, my friend. Like, subscribe if you like the video, drop a comment why you didn't if you didn't.